I'm new to credit and looking to find a starter card, wondering if anyone has tried Arro before. I'm gonna break down a fintech credit card designed for people with little to no credit. They claim not to run a hard credit check and offer credit limits of up to $2,500. Sounds great, right? But what's the catch? I'm gonna break down everything you need to know: the fees, the approval process, the credit limits, and who this card actually makes sense for before you apply. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Currency Counts, where I cover all things money like it actually counts. The card I'm covering today is from Arro Finance, and you can find them at arrofinance.com. Arro is a fintech company founded in 2021. Their mission: to make credit more fair and inclusive than your average credit card. At least that's what their website says. That's a great word to use when advertising, but what does it actually mean? Instead of just pulling your credit score and approving or denying you in just a few seconds, Arro claims they use alternative data in their approval model. That means you don't need great credit to be approved, applying won't impact your credit score, and the biggest selling point of all, they don't run a hard credit check. And if approved, Arro Finance reports to all three major credit bureaus, which is great if you're trying to rebuild credit. The card itself is issued by Cross River Bank, but on your credit report, it shows up as upward. And that's just how fintechs operate nowadays. Multiple companies to create one credit card product. But here's the real question: if there's no hard credit pull, how are they approving people? Well, applying is straightforward. All you need is basic personal information and linking an active bank account with a positive bank balance. This is one of the ways that you'll actually get approved. They want to see the money coming into your account, the daily average balance, and whether or not you have any NSFs. The application process only takes a few minutes, and most people get an instant decision. One of the downsides to this card is the typical starting credit limit is around $300. But again, this will depend on your banking information. From there, you can work your way up the system to qualify for credit limit increases. More on that in a minute. This is a feature that I actually like because instead of waiting 6 months for a credit limit increase like traditional credit cards, with Arro, you can grow your credit limit a lot faster. The max credit limit goes up to $2,500, with the APR starting at 24.99%. So you can look at the $2,500 credit limit a few different ways. Not great if you're used to high limit credit cards in the tens of thousands of dollars, but if you're just starting out, if you're trying to rebuild your credit, $2,500 is pretty solid. And this is not some random prepaid situation either, where you have to actually put money into the card to be able to use it. This is an actual credit limit. So back to the credit limit increases. So a unique part of Arro is that you can earn credit limit increases by completing financial lessons and tasks on their app. Sounds great so far, right? Let's get the application going. Well, not so fast. Let's talk about the part nobody likes: the fees. There's a $60 annual membership fee, but depending on your starting credit limit, that fee can be as low as $12 for the first year. So it's not free, but it's also not one of those $150 annual fee cards either. So with the membership, you get a physical and virtual MasterCard, 1% cash back on gas and groceries, credit score monitoring, financial education activities, access to exclusive rewards, and an AI finance concierge. All that sounds cool, but you can get a lot of those same features in other credit building and debit card products without an annual fee, aka free. For example, Chime offers a physical and virtual card, cash back, credit monitoring, and exclusive rewards. The Walmart One card has its own version of the AI assistant, and both cards are free. I'll have those linked in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. What we're gonna do is see what real people who have actually used Arro actually say about the card. I'm new to credit and looking to find a starter card, wondering if anyone has tried Arro before. I have their card and have found it to be really helpful in that they give you a small line of credit to start. Alright, not a bad review. I use Arro for about 3 years now. Very good card. My limit is over $1,000. Alright, not so great review. Absolutely do not. They charged me an annual fee in February that put me over my credit limit. Paid it right away. 4 months later, they will not report correct information. I've disputed 10 times and they keep telling me the bureau's info is correct. My score went down 25 points and they do not report monthly and lie to the bureaus. Please do not apply for this card. This person says, not a fan. I've requested my actual card 3 times and have yet to receive it. Also, Apple is wiping my card dry and I've constantly disputed fraudulent charges. In the beginning, years back, this was actually my favorite card. Today, that is not the case. Next, this is a good review. Best card out there for rebuilding your credit. I'm still new to Arro, but so far I'm highly impressed and 100% satisfied with everything. Started with the low $150 limit. That's okay, I'm rebuilding. There was no hard pull on my credit score. One thing I truly loved is if I make a payment towards my balance with a debit card, the amount I pay is instantly available to spend again. This is another one here. Not so great review. I've paid my card off every month and they still have cheated me out of a month for the streak they say you get, and it seems like they make their own rules as they go. Okay, well, he's not happy with it. Good for younger people trying to understand credit. Easy to apply for and get approved. After the card came in, in, I activated it and tried to use it in Walmart for 20 bucks and was declined. Customer service is not great. Their AI is better than the humans. So we got a bunch of mixed reviews, especially that last guy there. So back to the card here. So before I applied to any credit product, I asked myself, why? Why does this card exist? Who is this card for? In other words, what are they trying to accomplish with this card? Is it a straight up predatory card? Is it a card giving you a credit line using your card's title as collateral? And yes, that's real. This card here is none of those things. It's not a card trying to be deceptive. It's not a secured card trying to pretend it's something else. And yes, like all credit cards, this card wants to make a profit. And I understand that, but it's not a low effort profit play either. What Arro has going for them is they offer a real credit line to people who otherwise wouldn't be approved. No hard credit check and reports to all 3 major credit bureaus. Again, which is great if you're trying to rebuild credit, and also a path to faster credit limit increases. But the thing that would personally stop me from applying is the annual fee, especially when there's so many other subprime credit cards in the same space that don't charge one. Capital One, for example, you can see if you're pre-approved with no annual fee or a hard credit check when you apply through the link in my description. So the pros of the Arro card is you can potentially be approved even with a bad credit score. There's no hard credit pull, real unsecured credit line, no deposit required, fast path to credit limit increases, and a credit limit of up to $2,500. The cons are you need to link an active bank account in order to apply, and all the mixed reviews. I can't get past that. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I give Arro 2 stars. It's not the worst card in the subprime space, but the people have spoken. The number of negative reviews combined with the membership fee makes it difficult to recommend. But if you're rebuilding credit and can't get approved anywhere else, this card might make sense. So if this breakdown helped you out, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget to claim your $100 by signing up for Chime and following a few simple steps through the link in my description. So I get a ton of questions on a ton of different credit topics, but I'll be honest with you, I don't always get to my comments and a lot of those questions go unanswered. So I'm gonna try something new. From now on, the first hour after every upload, I'm responding to 100% of subscriber questions. It doesn't have to be about the current video. It can be any credit question you have on any video on my channel. Just drop your question in the newly uploaded video and make sure you're subscribed. We'll test that out and see how it goes for a while. So anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the comments.